Hello, Upstrong, your movie madman, and I'm back. Today is a very interesting video because I am talking about a book and a film that probably you haven't heard of, but either way, I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's a book I've read, and this is Book versus Film 6. I am getting to the end of these now, actually. I think there's 2 left after this one, so if you're all a bit like, oh, he's talking about books again, this is meant to be a film channel, I'm talking about book versus film, so look at the film in that title as well, yeah, before you start getting judgmental pricks. Today I'm talking about the film Daniel Isn't Real versus the book that it's based on, In This Way I Was Saved. Now, I don't know if you can tell by the front cover of that there's one shadow and then another shadow without a person. Slight giveaway there as to what's going on. The title kind of gives it away as well. It's about a little boy called Luke who invents an imaginary friend called Daniel, and as he's growing up, Daniel starts telling Luke to do things that are a little bit naughty, and the way it translates in the book is very different to the way it translates in the film, but we'll go over that in a second. But yeah, Daniel starts telling Luke to do bad things, and it gets to the point where Luke keeps blaming it on his imaginary friend, and I think at that point Luke doesn't know that Daniel's in his imagination, so his mum gets him to lock him away because that's the only way that she knows how to deal with it. And then it skips forward a few years. What's that, a few years? It skips forward many years, like 15 odd years, and Luke is now a grown man. Like, I think he's at university, so it's about 18, 19, so does skip forward like 12 years or something like that, and something happens which makes him need Daniel again, so he has to unlock Daniel and bring him back out basically. But then Daniel starts getting a bit annoying and gets in the way and wants to take over basically his body, not just his imagination, sort of thing. I don't want to go too much into it because obviously if you haven't seen it or read the book you're going to get spoiled, aren't you? And I don't want to spoil it. I got the book In This Way I Was Saved. I got the book on my Kindle, which is why I'm just showing you the front cover, because I haven't got the actual hard copy of it. I just got it on my Kindle. So for starters, the way you see it in the film, I think you know within like the first couple of minutes that Daniel isn't real. You know that he's Luke's imaginary friend within like the first couple of minutes of the film. But when you read the book, it takes you a little while. If you hadn't seen the film first, when you read the book, you'd probably be a little bit confused about what Daniel's character is, because it takes a little while before you realise that Daniel is just Luke's imaginary friend, whereas in the film it explains it straight away. So in some ways I'd say the film was better because it explains bits that don't make a lot of sense straight away, whereas when you read the book leaves it as a bit of a mystery, so in a way the book's better. So it's a very, very 50-50, this one. I really enjoyed the film. I love this film. It's very much one of my top films, and the book is one of the best books I've ever read as well. So it's very 50-50 with these two, I'll tell you that much, because the book was so good and I understood what was going on when I read the book, and it was almost like watching an alternate version of the film, because there are things that happen in the film that don't happen in the book, but there's also things that happen in the book that don't happen in the film. And when it gets towards the end of the book, without spoiling anything, there are things unravelled, and you're just like, oh wow, it's actually a really, really clever ending. The book, it's really smart, it's really well done. So I loved that about the book. I might go as far as to say the end of the book was better than the end of the film, but all in all they were both a very enjoyable experience, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry I haven't really gone much into plot details, much into twists and stuff like that, because they're two completely different things. But also, like, if you haven't seen the film and you haven't read the book, then I don't want to ruin it either. So might turn out to be a bit of a shorter video, this one actually, but all in all, amazing film, incredible book. If you like watching just films, then just watch the film, but if you do enjoy books and films, I might go as far as say to read the book first, just because it gives you a bit more character development in the book, a bit more explanation as to what's going on in the book as well. So yeah, incredible book. Only book by this man that I've read, Brian DeLue, or however you say his name. Someone will be like, oh, you're pronouncing his name wrong. I don't care. Alright, oh, I pronounced his name wrong, did I? Oh, I pronounced the title of that film wrong, did I? I don't care. Alright, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's not like the film's going to be any different if I pronounce the title differently, is it? It's not like the book's going to be any different if I pronounce the author's name wrong, is it? So, you know, stop being so critical, alright? Rude. So, that was Daniel Isn't Real versus In This Way I Was Saved. Both very enjoyable experiences for me. I might get my hair cut at some point in my life, but I like my hairdresser moved to Norfolk, so when you're in Basildon, it's a long walk, and he's probably not going to drive down here just to cut my hair, so I might have to go to someone else, because he's been in Norfolk for a while now. But anyway, that was it for today. That's it for this week, actually, so that's exciting, isn't it? Coming to the end of this series, as I said, I'm also coming to the end of my Christopher Nolan series, so I'm going to have to come up with some new ideas pretty soon. Pretty sure I'm going to be digging into David Fincher films after I've finished digging into Christopher Nolan, and I've got some more versus ideas on the way, so we've still got some good stuff coming. Got a special film to show you on Monday as well. It's a new one too. I might have got it a couple of weeks late, but you'll find out on Monday what that is. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Alright, I will see you later. Okay, bye.